Good morning everyone, welcome to another vlog here on the World of Coasters. Today we are starting our 2021 theme park season in Paultons Park. I'm here with Louise and we're also here with Lewis.
Feels weird being back.
I know, we're here with Lewis and his girlfriend Lucy, and we're here for one reason. We want to go on the new roller coaster in Tornado Springs. Was meant to open last year, the MACK Spinning coaster. We wanted to do it last year and obviously it didn't open, so it was on my first list of things to do. This weekend we're going to Paultons Park, which we're here today, and then we're going to be going to Paultons Towers Saturday and Sunday, so there's going to be vlogs coming every week from now on. I know it's been very hard for me myself with POVs every week. I know it's been hitting the content pretty hard. Anyway, we're allowed to use the GoPro here. We've got the brand new Hero 9, which we'll be test running today with the media mod, so we should have improved on-ride audio. And yeah, I'm just mega pumped to be here. So we're just waiting for Louise and Lucy to use the toilets, and then we're going to go over to Tornado Springs and go ride Storm Chaser. So we'll see you when we get over there. So we're walking on down the tacky version of Main Street USA. To be honest, one of the few places in this park that actually needs some work. For those of you who have watched the channel before, you'll know that this is my favourite family theme park in the UK. Like, it has some really good coasters here. And do you prefer this one or Chessington or Legoland? Like,
I like Legoland shop, but then I like this shop. I just like shops.
They do have a good shop here, but anyway, they've got a good selection of rides here, including a Coma suspended coaster in the Lost Kingdom, a Junior Boomerang. They've got a couple of Zierer coasters, which one is just over the back over there, and the main draw that we're here for today, Tornado Springs, which this is some next level theming for this area. The time is 10 o'clock just now, so the park's just about to open, so we might have a bit of a queue for this. But my god, this looks amazing. Like, this is near on Disney/Europa Park theming level. Paultons Park have a bright future if they're going to do their theming like this from now on. Like, the Lost Kingdom is a very well themed area, but wow, the theming is just very impressive. On the approach. Last time me and Louise came here was last February in 2020, before the pandemic hit, and all this was walled off and it was all complete, but they hadn't run testing. It was due to open in May, so yeah, we're going to go around into Tornado Springs. It looks like this is a queue for the car ride, which isn't open yet, they're just opening it, but wow, it looks impressive. So obviously, with this being the first vlog of the year, like, I'm just so excited to be out in the park. Like, I'm literally like, it's nice to be out of the house. Yeah, they've got a train. So the rides in this area, obviously you've got Storm Chaser, which is the ride. This is a clone of the Zierer signed rider found at Knott's Berry Farm in America. So yeah, this will obviously be the main draw. We'll be getting a POV on this. Other rides, obviously we've got the driving school, which is back over that way, and we've got the Cyclonator over in front of us here, which is a Zamperla Discovery, a bit like the Maelstrom at Drayton Manor. They got a play park, they got food, they got shops. It's just, there's a lot to explore, and phase 2 is already being built. There's a new coaster being built back here, which is called, I think, the Barnyard Flyer or something like that, which is just going to be a family coaster opening in phase 2 next year. So I think this is the queue for Storm Chaser, but I think we might as well join the queue. Do you want to go on Storm Chaser first? It's got a bit of a queue. Might as well get it done, get that credit in case it breaks down, and we'll go from there. So it's advertising a 45-minute queue from here, so we're just around to the entrance now. And I don't know how long the queue is inside, but like I say, we're going to get this one done to start because this is the main reason we're here. Generally speaking, Paultons have really good operations, so I'm not worried about getting on all the rides today because we got all day. They're open till 5:30 tonight, whereas after 5:30 we're going to be going to Paultons Towers, aren't we? So
yeah,
I'm so excited for that. We're probably going to have to come back here later in the year because, like I said, with the Hero 9, I really wanted to film a cinematic. It's a bit. I need POVs. I need to film this vlog, so I don't want to overdo it. Otherwise, you know, I'll like have massive gaps in the vlog or no POVs film, that sort of thing. But just the level of theming here is just amazing, like the rules board and all that, and then we're entering the queue. We need to wear a face covering in this queue, in the queue and on the ride. So I'm going to pop my face mask on now and we'll see you in the queue. So it looks like the queue actually goes into Buffalo Falls, so the queue goes under Buffalo Falls then straight up in, so I don't know how much is in here. Paultons Park are well known for cattle penning their queues, so hopefully it's not a big cattle pen in here, or at least it's a themed cattle pen. I'm loving what I see at the moment, like this is like nothing else in the country. But Lewis, would you say this is the best themed area in the country? Hands down.
Honestly, I've never been there before, so...
Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot to say this is Lewis and Lucy's first visit to this park, so obviously they've got loads of new creds to get. You've got this one, you've got the two Zierer coasters, there's a little kiddie coaster, which we need to get Lewis on just for the lulz. You've got to do it for the cred. There's no roller coasters in Peppa Pig World, but we have obviously like the Pterosaur and Velociraptor, which we'll hopefully get on today. Anyway, we're going into the building now, so let's see if this is a cattle pen. Looks like it, but they've got their social distancing screens up with the holes. At least it's a nicely themed cattle pen. I'm loving the LEDs they've got with the like flame effect. It's all like wood. It's not like
social distance.
Yeah, they've got proper screens in all the windows. It looks really good. Plus the theming is just next level. Probably thing I'd say is they need to have that I'm a Score soundtrack blasting in here because I do like my I'm a Score, and it is quite a good soundtrack. I've downloaded it on Spotify. So we've been in the building for about 10 minutes now, and we're just on the final straight towards the station now. And as you come along here, they've got these little viewing windows which look out from the side of Buffalo Falls, so we can see the coaster, which is quite cool. So another thing is these windows are also child friendly, so there's some low down ones, and some medium ones, and then some high ones for the adults, so everyone can see. But even down on the grass they got theming. They've themed this like AstroTurf to look like a little lake. There's some wooden buffalo back there. Right, so we're in the station now. We're going to be on the next train. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm sad we're not at the front, but...
New credit, we're mid-train, but we're going to get on this more than once today, so hopefully we'll get a front row, get multiple angles, so we'll see you when we get off the ride. Here we go.
Wait, not for long though. Not for long.
First ride of the season, new coaster, new credit.
Yeah!
You're going to be facing this way, mate.
I'm scared.
Alright.
Holding on.
I have been a little bit...
Okay, gotta put your hands up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish I was on the other seat.
That's surprisingly intense for a family coaster, especially when you're down at the bottom. What a good ride.
What day is it?
Oh, damn.
So we've just come off our first ride of the day. We waited only about 25 minutes from that, and that was with the queue like all the way out here, and now it's inside the station. That was a really good family coaster. The theming's amazing, and the bottom part where you get really low to the ground down at the bottom just behind the hill, my god, that's quite intense. We're going to aim to go on it again later. I'd like to get another few angles, maybe even like a wrist strap version, but I think we're going to aim to go on the Cyclonator now, which is Zamperla Disco. This is going a bit of a queue, but it's quite a high cap ride. Looks like they're just doing, well, it doesn't even look like doing a space between parties. We're also going to be aiming to eat in the cafe later, which I believe is just like a takeout at the moment. But I'm very impressed at this area. So at the back of the area here, they've got this new coaster going in. We don't know the manufacturer, but it was said in one of Theme Park Worldwide's videos when they were building this area that it is a new family coaster going in 2022. I don't know whether that will be delayed or not, but it's looking like it's going to be quite impressive. Obviously the station's quite high risen up, and they're probably putting some more flats in, but it's nice and busy here. Obviously we don't know what the rest of the park's like at the moment because we haven't been to them areas, but I imagine it's quite quiet over them areas of the parks. Yeah. The main thing about Paultons is you've got to think is Peppa Pig World is the main draw for a lot of families. But what did you think of the ride?
Yeah, it was really good. It didn't spin as much as I thought.
No, I think the grease and the bearings has to warm up a bit. It was running quite slow, and I imagine it's the same with the spinning aspect. Once that grease gets warmed up, they spin a bit more. So like I say, we'll ride it again later, get some different angles for you guys. But for now, we're going to be going on the Cyclinator. So they've even got smoke effects on some of their theming down here. Lewis just pointed out they've got like a little smoke box in here, and it just pumps it out of this theming, which is quite awesome. It's the little things that make these areas complete. But on the bottom of the Cyclonator, they've got these like blades, which looks like it's cutting crops. We're just looking over the area in the queue for Cyclinator, and we just noticed like they actually even have the little details of like telegraph poles, which add nothing other than look. Like they wouldn't miss them if they weren't there, but they're just like they're even done to a very like high standards. Like this is unheard of for a UK park to do this much theming. Makes me excited for like Croc Drop because that looks really good, doesn't it, Lo? And obviously the new area going into Legoland. Of course, the new area going into Legoland, we actually have reserved tickets for that opening day of the Flying Theatre. So I'm looking forward to going on that because that'll be the first Flying Theatre in the UK. We've been on a few, haven't we, Louise? We've been on the one in Ferrari Land and the one at Disney World. Oh, and Europa Park's one. You know the theming be good when they're actually theming the footers. I was like, is this part of a tractor? But actually they got one in this corner, one over there, and they're actually in every corner. So this is on wheels, this thing, or themed to be on wheels. And it goes around cutting the crops.
Here we go then, guys. Hold on tight, have fun.
Hold on. No, hold on. Oh god. Okay, this will do. This will do.
nice long cycle.
Oh my god, it feels so sick.
Oh, I need a minute after that.
It feels so sick.
Cut that ride cycle in half, please. Right, so we've just come off second ride of the day, the Cyclonator, the Zamperla Discovery swinging ride, which, my god, that was a claustrophobic ride. The restraint really forces you in, and the headroom is not...
fit my head in it. I was like,
Your shoulders were too big for that.
yeah, I couldn't go on it. It didn't even go past my shoulders. So the belly wasn't even an issue this time.
Like, it was a good ride, but when it got to the full swing, oh my god, it's a little bit nauseating. I think I'm getting old. Louise,
I was watching, I feel sick.
what did you think? Never again?
Well, I just said to Lucy, I'm not going on Access on Adventure Island.
Anyway, we're going to go and do one of the other rides in Tornado Springs. It was already an existing ride. We're going to go on the Trekking Tractors, which is kind of where it borders Peppa Pig World. Louise doesn't want to go on the little bounce house now because she feels sick. Is it? Aww. Just going past Buffalo Falls here now. It's a very similar ride to Depth Charge. And anyway, Lewis was meant to get some off-ride shots for me on that, but he didn't press the record button, so he apparently just got us at the end. So I've got the on-ride POV, so we're going with that for now.
That's the only bit.
Anyway, we're coming around to the side. This area is where Trekking Tractors is, and this is just like a little gentle ride, and it borders Peppa Pig World. What am I looking at?
Disney Magic at Sea, they posted something.
So the Trekking Tractors is over here. It's actually got quite a long queue, so I don't know whether we're going to go on it. We're debating now whether we're going to do it later or go over to the Lost Kingdom side of the park. Obviously we've got Peppa Pig World here, which is the busiest part of this park.
Cinematic at Peppa Pig World.
Yeah.
Look how busy it is today.
Right, so we have, we've just come round Peppa Pig World and we're coming round towards the Rio Grande Train, which I think we're going to go on now. I think we've just missed it, but we'll wait for it. It takes only a few minutes to go round, and then we're going to head over to the other side of the park. So this was an existing ride that was already here, and it was closed while they were constructing Tornado Springs, and it's had a repaint, a total rehaul by the looks of it, to fit in with the Tornado Springs area. It's really good. So we're on the Rio Grande Train now, and we're just going to have some nice views around Tornado Springs. So enjoy the view, and then we're going to go probably to the other end of the park after this. I think we're going to have a look at Owl's, was it the restaurant? I think it's called Owl's Restaurant, or no, that's at Coma. I don't know, there's a cafe over there which we're going to have a look at potentially for lunch, and they've got a gift shop. But there's some really good views of the rides here, and just the level of theming in this place, which is amazing. Level of theming going on the new coaster back here. The station looks like it's going to be barnyard themed. Got the back of the Trekking Tractors around here. Including little animatronics. So the Rio Grande Express has seen a little bit of work, so it obviously takes you through Tornado Springs, but the latter part of the ride, there's no real theming, it just takes you around the back of the park and past Peppa Pig World. Anyway, we're going to go back into Tornado Springs now, have a look in the shop and the restaurant, that sort of area. Then we're going to head over finally to another area of the park. What did you think of the...
Talking about ice cream.
Talking about ice cream, yeah, I want an ice cream. They do some nice sundaes in Tornado Springs. But what did you think of the Rio Grande? Because I know that was one of your most hyped rides. You've got
Is that what we were just on?
Yeah, every time you've come here, you've been like, I want to go on it again.
Yeah, it wasn't that good. There was.
I said towards the end, it's just a bit plain.
There's no social distancing here. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. So one thing I will say about Paultons Park, they aren't social distancing on the rides. Obviously, you've got to wear your mask on the rides, but on that train there, they weren't really enforcing it. And on Cyclinator, they're not spacing between seats, which I thought a bit strange.
Like it's time yet to do that.
Yeah, like I say, it's not a major issue, but if you're one of those people that want to have a space in between seats, they're not doing that, so that's something to bear in mind.
And they're not reinforcing masks, they're not asking.
No, I did find that because it did say on the Rio Grande, wear your mask when you're on it, because obviously you're closer to people, but the people behind us weren't. Anyway, like I say, we're going back into Tornado Springs now. I imagine a lot of the video is going to take place here, and we're going to go in Al's service, is it shop and service, which is the gift shop, and then we'll probably have a look at the menu for the restaurant to see what they're offering in there. So here's the driving school ride back here, and the shop is themed into a gas station, and obviously the restaurant's a diner. I don't know whether they've got any menus outside, but if there is, we'll have a look. Obviously you can't eat inside at the moment, so they've got the sign up saying that there's outdoor seating, but let's have a look in the shop. So just coming in, you can buy some really cool things in here, like even a little car, like pedal car, tin car. These are the prices on them. Quite a spacious shop. You get your like driving license from Auto Academy. It's the exit shop from the Auto Academy. They've got the like merch things you can get from like all the Merlin parts, the My Moments. We can get like custom mugs and all of that sort of thing. So we've come out of the shop and we got our Peppa Pig World
bag.
But we had to get this. £15 for a Tornado Springs like bottle cap. That's cool. Like, nice bit of like geeky merch. We're gonna go drop that off in the car and head over to the other side of the park. Right, so we're coming into the other part of the park. This is the more older part of the park. Obviously you've got Cobra at the back over there, the Gerstlauer bobsled coaster, and Flight of the Pterosaur in Lost Kingdom, which is the Coma suspended coaster. They've also got Junior Boomerang over here. Nice and busy over this side of the park as well, but the queues are being handled quite well, so we're going to head over towards the Dino Tour company. I've got the GoPro on the shorty grip, so I'll be able to get a POV on that, and we'll see you on the ride. It just does it in. So there we go into one of the older themed areas here, but it is still to a very high level. Lots of nice rock work here. We do love the Lost Kingdom at Paultons Park, and Flight of the Pterosaur is a really good family coaster. We'll have to get on that very shortly, but we're going to go on the Dino Touring Company just to get one of the flats out of the way here, and we'll hopefully get on the other coasters over this side of the park as well.
G'day guys, how's it going? You guys ever been on a Dino Safari before? Well, sit back and prepare to be totally blown away. Quick, there to your right. That's a Velociraptor. You've got a nest, look. With eggs in it. It is said this spring has been running since the Cretaceous period. That's about 100 million years ago in old money. This fine-looking dino is an iguanodon.
There's our dino.
Which you said earlier, he
our security guy. He takes pictures of everyone, then plants them on the wall in Outpost 12 for all to see. Now this is a very special place. There's a couple of raptors have decided to nest inside this huge tunnel. Look to the left in that recess. There's some eggs. Wow, what's that baby? Just this is incredible. A rare treat for all of us. Oh, cute little fella, isn't he, eh? Check him out. Wasn't expecting that. Let's get out of here. He originally lived in Canada over 70 million years ago. You'll note he's got a head full of sharp teeth, so probably resides near the top of the food chain. Now these fellas to the left are ornitholestians, well they're bird eaters. But these two look like they've had a bit of a fallout. So in the interest of my safety, and yours of course as well, I'm going to head us out of here, pronto. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, folks.
That's what Harrison said.
Right, so we've just come off of the Dyno Touring Company. You've got a good pop on there. Them sprayers on those dinosaurs are getting worse every year. They're getting more and more accurate.
They're for the kids, that's why.
Yeah, they spray in the front. You can fit adults in the front and back though. It's a bit tight on the knees in the front. Anyway, we're going to go queue for flight to the Pterosaur now. This is the Coma suspended coaster, the family suspended coaster, which I believe opened in 2016. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, it's queuing out of here right now, so we're going to join the queue for this one and go on this. Because of the queue for Flight to the Pterosaur, we decided that we're going to go get lunch first. So we're going to head back into Tornado Springs, which where the majority of this vlog is going to take place, to be honest. We're going to go to the restaurant in Nether Diner. I can't remember what it's called, but we're going to order some Route 86 Diner. We're going to go see what the food's like, give you a review of that, and then we're going to come back to this area of the park. The coasters that we really need to go on are Cobra and Flight to the Pterosaur. Obviously you've got Velociraptor back there, but that's no biggie if we missed that. We've been on it before. Like I say, it's only 1 o'clock and the park's open until 5:30, and Paultons Park are always good with their operations here, so it's one good thing. So one bit of entertainment here, they got the Alive Dinosaur Encounter, which is like a meet and greet with a dinosaur. It's quite well done. They actually have like different types of dinosaur. It's like a raptor thing. It's quite well done actually, to be honest, and you can meet up with it and get photos taken and buy them later on. So on the way over to Tornado Springs, like I said earlier, I think the majority of this vlog is going to be in Tornado Springs because it's just such a good area, lots to see there. But they got all these topiaries in the main section of the park. Obviously they've got their birds over that way, and there's various animals dotted all over the place.
That's what goes in there.
So we're outside the Route 83 diner now, and we're going to be ordering some food. Looks like they do burgers, hot dogs, that sort of thing, chips, and we'll let you know what it's like. Obviously we can't sit inside, there is seating outside. We just need to find a table somewhere else. They've got plenty around though, which is good to know. So we've got our food now. I went for the buttermilk chicken burger. Louise
These are nice. These are spicy.
Yeah, they're like
spicy.
spicy
If you have a
fries.
kid, maybe they wouldn't like that, but I like it.
Anyway, so these two meals, $18.45. Typical theme park food, quite expensive, but it looks like a reasonable amount.
These are really nice.
Yeah, the options on the ordering inside were quite limited. It was onions, no onions, but thankfully they don't put the sauce on, they give you sauces. And looks like Lucy's got chicken dippers.
Chicken tenders.
Chicken dippers, chicken tenders, it's the same thing. No. Got a seating area just by one of the play parks.
It's quite quiet.
Yeah, it's quite quiet. Well, we're off to the side. It's nice and warm now, so we're going to dig into this and we'll let you know what it's like afterwards. So here we go for the burger.
On the screen,
It looks alright. It's nothing special. Theme park food is nothing special. But Louise, what does yours taste like? Any good?
Why is it that colour?
It's just the meat. Don't worry, it won't be undercooked. It's a processed hot dog. Probably eat them raw. I feel that you and Lucy have got the best end of the deal. They look pretty banging. The burgers are a little bit sad, but I'll give it a taste test now, live on camera.
You've already tried it? Oh.
Do you know what? It tastes alright. Anyway, I'm going to tuck into this and not speak with my mouth full. Right, so we've just finished lunch up, and the burger was better than it looked. What did you think of your hot dog?
Yeah, it was fine. It was just, I felt wrong eating it. It was just like wrong colour inside.
It's just a general hot dog. What did you think of your food from the...
Oh, the chips were...
Oh yes, the curly fries. Honestly, order a basket of curly fries if you come here.
The burger wasn't all that for me. The meat just felt like sweaty.
It was edible, but yeah, it's typical theme park food. Anyway, we're just having a little relax, so I don't know whether we're going to go on tornadoes. Oh, sorry, Lucy. I'm sorry, I'm jumping the gun. What did you think of your chicken tenders?
It was okay. It was nice.
Any complaints?
No straw.
No, sure.
We didn't get straw for this.
Like paper
point.
straws. I hate paper straws, I'm sorry.
I was given a paper straw and I've had to give it to Lucy for a hang of ice cream.
Anyway, like I say, we're having a sit down at the moment. I don't know whether we're going to go back over to Storm Chaser in a minute, because that's only on a 20-minute queue before heading over to the other side of the park and going on some of the coasters over there. But we'll make that decision in a minute. So we're back on the move now, and we're heading back over to the far end of the park. I don't know whether we're going to be going Flight of the Pterosaur or Coma. We'll make the decision when we get over there. Obviously, Flight of the Pterosaur only runs a one-train operation, and Cobra is a bit of a lower capacity ride. So as to whether we're going to actually go on, well, we don't know which one we're going to go on first, is what I'm saying. So probably going to be Flight of the Pterosaur though. Just come off of a ride on Flight of the Pterosaur, which that one always lives up to standards. I absolutely love that one. Yeah, it was running really fast. Normally we do that one first, but obviously because of Tornado Springs we went there first. So it's running a lot faster. It's a nice warm day, so it's definitely picking up some speed. Managed to get a front row on that for you. But yeah, the operations are good. We were advertised a 45-minute queue on that. We only waited half an hour, which is good. Anyway, we got Cobra and Velociraptor to do. I think we're going to go over to Cobra first, because Velociraptor has a really long queue, and it's just off a Cobra Boomerang. Granted, it's not a looping one, and these are actually a lot smoother than the old generation for Cobra Boomerangs. But yeah, we're going to have a look at Cobra over the back of the park. Well, it's good to see the go-kart track is actually in use now. It's a £4 upcharge, so the price has gone up since last season. But I wonder how much longer this has in the park, because that is a huge plot of land. So I reckon one day it could be replaced. Anyway, we're coming past Magma now. This is the exact same type of ride as Croc Shop at Chessington. We're going to be going to Chessington in a couple of weeks' time. This one's got a nice volcano theme, not as impressive as Croc Drop, but it's the exact same ride, so it's just like a Zamperla bounce tower, and they actually do give quite a good ride, but the level of theming on this one and the Chessington one is quite high. Obviously Chessington's I think looks a bit more high budget, but I feel they've done a good job. They've definitely given it a repaint this year, which I'm not really a fan of the purple colour. No. You can kind of see the lava before, it was more of a more natural colour. So yeah. So with the queue for Magma being coming to the entrance, we're going to give that one a miss, because that one only holds 16 riders a go, and they're not social distancing between seats, which means there's 16 riders per train, per car even. But we're going to go on Cobra, as we want to get the credits for Lucy and Lewis. So we're now in the queue for Cobra, which this one is advertising a 50-minute queue. We can see how long it is. I'd probably say, given how the queues are going at the moment, it'll probably be about half hour, 40 minutes. So we'll see you when we get on the ride. Oh, we got no trim! Oh God! Please use the trim! No, no trim! Oh! Any trim brakes? No, why would we use them? Whoa! 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 Trim brake? No? Whoa! And magnetic brake, we have to use that. Oh. Come on Cobra, we don't like our trim brakes. So just had a brilliant ride on the Cobra there. I do like that one. It's a Gerstau bobsled coaster, and they do not like using their trim brakes on them at all. I don't think we hit one trim brake and it did anything. It was kind of just use the magnetic braking at the end, because it saves some money on their electricity bill. But we're going to give Magma a miss because of the queue, so we'll be doing this in the next couple of weeks as Croc Drop at Chessington. We're going to head round towards the Caterpillar, that sort of area of the park. We've still got a good 2 or 3 hours left of the day, so we're going to get some re-rides in Tornado Springs. Well, Lewis and Lucy, what's your impressions on this park? This is your first time here, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can tell why, obviously, as you said, the newer stuff, there's a lot more theming than the old stuff.
This is definitely the older part of the park, but the Lost Kingdom and Tornado Springs, obviously they're heavily themed areas. So we're just coming past the Velociraptor now, and we've coming past what is known on the channel as the disapproving dinosaur, because it used to shake its head left and right like it was disapproving of everything we said. However, it doesn't seem to shake its head anymore, it just opens its mouth. I don't think we're going to do Velociraptor because it's got quite a queue. Might get on it later. We've just found out that the park's staying open until 6 PM, so this will be open till 6, which is good. So we're just going past Dino Chase here, which is the little kiddie Zierer coaster they've got here. I've already said to Lewis I ain't going to force him on this one. We got the credit for this one. It's just a little Zierer circuit, but this little hill here provides a nice little pop of air time if you sit on the back of this one. We're heading round now to Caterpillar, which is another Zierer coaster they've got. It's a little bit bigger, one of the prefabs they do, but I love the theme on the caterpillar, so I see you around there. So we're coming round into the Critter Creek via the back way, where the caterpillar coaster is. It looks like it's had a lick of paint around here. It's very clean. I can't tell whether it's just been cleaned or whether it's had a lick of paint. But yeah, the thing is, Paultons are really good at upkeeping their park. Like the fences are all clean, the benches are all clean. There's a man asleep over there. He's having a nice kip.
Because he's cleaning the benches, so he needs a break.
Anyway, the caterpillar here is a Zierer coaster. Just like one of their prefab layouts. It's like a figure of 8. It's not a bad little ride. If you sit on the back row and you go on this one, you get a nice pop of airtime as you go over the first hill. But the theme here are the nightmare-inducing creatures.
We've got
two creatures in one. So the theme of this ride is like a caterpillar. So it's a cat and a caterpillar in one. So the ride vehicle is actually a caterpillar. And it's very innovative, I'll give it that. We've got a horsefly back there. It's got some very good theming. And yeah, there's a bit of a queue for this one, so we'll have a see if we're going to go on this one. Failing that, we'll be round towards Tornado Springs again. A 10-minute queue for the caterpillar there. It's just a simple Zierer ride, but obviously it's so high throughput because it's such a long train on that. What did you think of the Zierer kiddie coaster, Lewis?
Yeah, it's good.
They are quite good. It's a whippy little coaster. Like the further back you sit, if you get on the back row on that coaster, honest to God, you get pulled over the first hill.
And it's so fast going into the station.
Yeah, it's surprisingly fast. Anyway, we're going to go through Tornado Springs again and probably do the Windmill Towers, the little Zamperla bounce towers in Tornado Springs, as we head round towards like Peppa Pig area because Louise wants to go on all the rides, and go look at the meerkats in Little Africa. But yeah, I'm having a great day so far. It seems to be mellowing out a little bit. It's definitely got a little bit quiet, so we might get another ride on Storm Chaser while we're over this way to get second ride of the day. If we do, I'll get the wrist strap out and give you a front-facing camera on us on that ride.
I think it might have broken down.
You think it might have broken down?
I've not seen anything for a long time.
I must admit, actually, they were dispatching them really quick, so we'll have to have a look as we're walking past. But yeah, enjoy the shots as we go back into Tornado Springs. So we're just waiting outside the Cyclonator at the moment, and we can definitely confirm that this has broken down. Storm Chase is like just crawling out the station. They've had a couple of engineers just go up there, but it doesn't look normal. They're just crawling out the station like this, unless they're just manually moving it out of the station to unload the other train. I think this one's just going to hold short of the chain because yeah, the kicker wheels aren't on. So just going to sit there and wait while they bring the next one into the station manually. Hopefully it's not down for long. So here is the next ride of the day, the Windmill Towers. Just this little bounce tower here. Got the GoPro be able to take you on this one. These look like they're quite impressive, to be honest. Like they're nothing major, but they're very well themed. I like the little goat on top of one of them. We'll get on this now and we'll see you on the ride. It's like Dueling Dragons this. Choose thy fate, left or right. Very abrupt start. Bit of a delay getting on this one, but I'm sure it's worth the wait. We get some nice views, nice and high up. It's higher than it looks, this one, isn't it? Get some good views of Buffalo Falls. Whoa! So they've got the footers in for that new coaster over there. Let's have a look at Louise's reaction. Here we go.
No, I don't like it.
Way! Oh look, the queue for Storm Chasers died right off. I think we might go on that next.
Looks like dying to get off this one so we can go on the other one.
Oh god!
Oh! Extra long thing.
Oh, we're going right to the top now. Here we go.
Oh!
Right, so we come off of the Windmill Towers now, and we had to wait a little while on that because there was an issue. It kind of semi-broke down. You saw that Lewis, he needed a bit of an assist with the restraint, but then it had a sensor issue, so I had to call maintenance over. And then we got off, but in the rush to get off, we came into Storm Chaser's queue, and look, where's the queue? Like, we're literally queuing from here. We just joined the queue, and we're going to be waiting, what, about 10 minutes? So I'm going to take you on with the wrist strap this time, and get a reaction of us. I think Lewis wants to sit next to me on this one. You're being replaced, Louise.
Comment down below if you want to be my new friend.
So here we are, we're on the second ride of Storm Chaser. Got a front-facing, reaction view, but we have got a front view, so I'll show you going up the hill. Beautifully smooth.
Wow.
Yeah, it's got the, I don't know what they do, it must have a magnetic anti-roll back like this to stop the noise. But yeah, let's bring the camera around. Here we go, Storm Chaser. I put my hands up, but my hand's already up, so. Woo! Here we go! Whoa! 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 Backwards! Woohoo!
Definitely spinning all this time.
Spin up a bit since this morning! Whoa! Oh my god, we're spinning most of this one going backwards! And oh, there we go.
Good ride, I like that a lot.
Yeah, I'll have to get on that again before we go.
Definitely a good investment.
Yes, brilliant. An absolutely amazing ride on Storm Chaser there. It has warmed up a beauty, and me and Lewis managed to go backwards a line that one. I feel a bit dizzy after that. An amazing ride though, I love that. That is a very good investment for the park. I don't know whether I prefer that or Flight of the Pterosaur.
For smoothness.
Flight of the Pterosaur isn't intense.
That's why
that one's can be quite intense. The helixes at the bottom are very intense, but it is buttery smooth.
Yeah, well I have gone backwards, but I've been spending most of the time forwards. Everyone else has gone backwards.
I think we're going to aim to make that our last ride of the day. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go do a ride that we haven't done yet, which we said we were gonna do earlier. Trekking tractors, mainly for the POV. Yeah, the trekking tractors. No trekking, mainly for the POV. But yeah, we get on this. I think it's only got a 10-minute queue, just a little kiddie ride. But we were on the train earlier, and it looks like it's quite well themed. So we'll get on this one, give you a ride on. Plenty of places to get food around here. Wow, you can get some Mexican food here. Yummy. So just had a very pleasant ride on the trekking tractors there. I do love the theming on that. One thing I will say though is, which you'll relate to, those gophers. We're definitely going there. The gophers, they remind me of our rabbits. They're just like miniature of them.
Gophers?
Yeah, that's what they're called. They're called gophers.
Why?
That's what they are. They're gophers. Anyway, we're going to go get a drink and then I think we're going to head into Little Africa. It's actually coming up to 5 o'clock now, so we're probably not going to get too many more rides in. We'll have a look around.
Extremely busy.
It has quietened off a lot. Like, have a look right now. I suggest if there's any rides or coasters you want to do, we do them after this. So maybe we can go do Velociraptor after this if you want, and then go from there. We've grabbed a drink. Louise grabbed herself a bottle of water, and she got me these called thick shakes.
Strawberry thick shake, yeah.
It's like the best.
They are amazing.
They are pretty good.
£3.50,
but well worth it. From the Big Daddy Pig. I always mess his name up.
Daddy Pig's Big Tummy Cafe.
So yeah, that's where you get those. Anyway, we're going to head over to the Velociraptor. It's coming out to 5 o'clock now because it's the only coaster we haven't done, and Lewis and Lucy are going to be guided in about half an hour because they've got to make a stop on the way up to Paultons Towers. So me and Louise will be coming back this way. We're probably going to do Storm Chaser again, aren't we?
Like what we...
Yeah, I'd like to see if apparently Flight of the Pterosaur is only on a 0-minute queue. I would do that again if it's
and
not
I
on a
want
queue.
to like spend time in the shops and stuff after.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. So we'll see you over the other side of the park. The sun's come back out and I'm being blinded right now.
Yeah.
But I'm having a brilliant day. I really am. It's so exciting to get back to the theme parks after they've been closed for so long. Definitely going to sleep well tonight. Next ride of the day, Velociraptor of the Coma Junior Boomerang. These are quite good actually. Q's died right off of this. This has a like raptor type cage style to its theme, so it's like being in a cage. And like I said, we should be waiting a couple of cycles for this. Hopefully you'll be able to get a front row and get POV for you. Failing that, we'll be getting a POV from further back in the train, but we'll see. Here we go, Velociraptor, the Junior Coma Boomerang. Got a row 2, not a row 1. Sad times.
Oh god.
Oh, very abrupt. Here we go. Oh god, that's running faster than normal. Whee! Here we go. Gonna bring up the thick shake. Whoa!
Oh god.
So we just come off of a quick ride on Velociraptor. That's all right. It's nothing special, but it's just we waited what 5 minutes for that, if that.
Yeah.
They're pretty forceless, the new Coma Junior Boomerangs, but they do give a good little thrill, especially on the return.
Sorry, I feel like a lot of people don't know that it's closing at 6.
Yeah.
It's dead. It's just died down.
I only found out it was closing at 6 because I got the app downloaded. It pinged me a notification. So we're going to be saying goodbye to Lewis and Lucy now, as they're going to be going off to make, only for today, because they're going to be making a stop on the way up to Paultons Towers. But then tomorrow, or in next week's vlog for you guys, we're going to be in Paultons Towers. We're there all weekend, so I'll be doing a vlog from there and possibly a cinematic. But yeah, me and Louise are going to head back into Tornado Springs, maybe do Storm Chaser again, and just soak up some more of the atmosphere before we go.
Tip of the day, bring more than one pair of jeans.
Oh yes, Lewis has had a bit of an accident with jeans, which is why they've got to make him stop. You've got a bit of a rip in your behind, yeah?
Well, basically the whole way down my leg.
I'm not going to show you.
But imagine it.
But imagine it, yes. I'll lose all like dignity to this channel if I show you. So as Lewis said, it is really dying off now. People are starting to head towards the exit, and we're heading towards the entrance where we're going to be going to Tornado Springs. So we're back round Tornado Springs now, just myself and Louise now, as we're going to soak up some of the atmosphere. A lot of the crowds are leaving now. The main thing being is, unless you had the app, as I said earlier, you wouldn't know the park was shutting at 6, and it's only select rides. Some of the rides are shutting at 1:45, rides like Storm Chaser aren't shut until 6 PM, which is good. What do you want to do? Do you want to have a look at the catwalk that we missed out on earlier? So firstly we're going to head over to Al's Auto Academy and go on the catwalk and have a look over the ride, and then we're going to head round. Definitely going to do Storm Chaser again, as the queue is getting quite short for that. But yeah, just taking some of the scenery. Loving what they've done along here. It must have taken them such a long time. Like, I think they've had extra time obviously in the past year to perfect it, in between the park being closed, and I look forward to seeing phase 2 next year. So up on the Owls Auto Academy catwalk. There are no indicators on these. Louise is just being horrible to people. These cars are just doing their driving test. But yeah, I was just about to say, you can sit adults on the back of these cars, which I think is absolutely amazing. You know, there's no bumping and all that. It kind of looks like...
Do you want to know what there is?
What's that?
A lot of bum cracks on show from adults. Just saying.
So from up on this catwalk you get an absolutely amazing view of the Storm Chaser coaster. Obviously you've got all of Owls Auto Academy. This kind of area is a bit like out of the way. You wouldn't necessarily see it because the stairs are like tucked away a little bit. But this area is next level with its theming. Getting filmed on the... Oh no, you're taking pictures. So we've even got some theming on the buildings at the back here. I imagine these are staff buildings. However, they've got some like Route 83 signage and signs for the various shops and all that. Just love the amount of detail. It's crazy the amount of detail in all this. So we are heading through the main part of Tornado Springs now, heading towards Little Africa. We've decided we're going to do Little Africa walkthrough, and then we're going to come back and do Storm Chaser before the park closes. Storm Chaser closes its queue at 6 o'clock, which is good. But now it's quieting off a bit. You can actually see some of the details a little bit more. I just like these telegraph poles, they're totally unnecessary, but the detail is incredible. I hope more areas are built like this in the UK, and I hope Paultons carry on with theming their areas like this, because this park has a very bright future if they carry on the way they're going. So here we are outside Little Africa now, where the meerkats and certain things are. I do like this area because it's got some pretty amazing theming. Like
Can get busy around here.
Yeah, it can get busy around here. The park's basically empty now. This walk's probably about a 5-10 minute walk, and then we're going to head over towards Storm Chaser. It looks like the meerkats might be inside sleeping, which is in that hut over there, so let's go have a look. Then we'll be going into the Nocturnal House, the Nocturnal House closed. Oh yeah, the Nocturnal House is closed at the moment, so this may be a very short walk indeed.
Where are they?
They're all sleeping.
I can't see them.
They're right in front of you.
Why are they on them rocks? They're like hidden.
So sadly, the Nocturnal House is closed, so we won't be going there, which means we can't go into the birdhouse part, which means that literally it's here and then these enclosures over here that we can see, and that's all we'll be able to see in here. I imagine because it's an indoor attraction. Obviously it's not allowed to open yet. We got in here. We can go to the other window. The yellow mongoose. Is the yellow mongoose here, or has he gone to sleep? I think all the animals have gone to bed for the night.
They're like, we're meant to shut at 5.
They're like, I ain't getting paid overtime. Yellow mongoose? Probably in its house, having a sleep.
Okay.
So a shorter walk through Little Africa than we first thought.
The porcupine.
The porcupine was having a drink, but sadly the glare on the window was too much and I couldn't get a decent shot.
I'm such an animal person. I love animals.
I love animals too. We got 2 rabbits, so
They're my children.
they are your fur babies. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to head back towards Tornado Springs now. It's coming up to near 5:45 now. I'd rather go on Storm Chaser if I'm quite honest. Get a third and final ride on Storm Chaser, and then head back to the entrance where we'll sign off the vlog. Right guys, so it's time to get our last ride of the day. It's coming up to 5:50 now, and we're going on Storm Chaser, where the queue is pretty much non-existent now. Like, it's literally just queuing up into the station. So we're going to walk through the cattle pen section, and I'll get one more shot of on the ride for us. So we'll see you on the ride. Storm Chaser, here we go. fast.
Wow! Oh my god. That was really spinning.
So a great last ride there. I am in love with this area.
I'm so pleased that they had to stay open because we weren't getting on anything.
It was really busy. Like earlier on when we were on Cobra, you could see the car park, and the car park, including their extension car park, was actually rammed. So
There was no space.
they were at capacity today. So they.
Even on a normal day, like forget COVID times, on a normal day, I've never been here so busy.
Like, it's half term, but yeah, like it's good to see this park is having good success. This area is amazing. If you get the chance, come down here. It is well worth a visit.
I was going to say, I'm really pleased that they stayed open the extra half an hour. You
Yeah.
didn't need much more than that because we're done now and it's just before 6.
Yeah,
so
and everything
about right.
in the last hour, everything we've wanted to do has been walk on or a 10-minute queue.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't get over how good the theming is in Tornado Springs. The Merlin parks have to up their game a lot to meet that. Like I've said it before in this vlog, if Paultons Park carry on this way with their theming in future lands, then this park will very fast become like one of the country's most popular. It's come in leaps and bounds over the past few years, so it's good to see that they're thriving and they've got lots of customers. So yeah, it's a big thumbs up for me on Tornado Springs and the whole park in general. We're going to head round to the shop and then we're going to end the vlog there. So you exit through the toy shop. You can exit normally, yeah, because of the capacity of the shop probably, so you can exit normally, but Louise wants to have a look at some of the merch.
Yeah, I saw someone
We need to get a drink. Hoodie,
not spoons.
I think they're just over there actually, on the wall over there, so we'll have a look. So we're having a look at some of the merch. This wasn't actually in the Owls Auto shop, but these hoodies are $29.99, pretty cool. And I'm going to pick up one of these, $13.99 for the Storm Chaser t-shirt. They've got a lot more merch over here, including kids lines, mugs, various pins and all that. The pins any good? If it said Tornado Springs on it, a Storm Chaser, I'd probably go for it, but it's a little bit plain. I do like the t-shirt, $13.99.
Yes.
Put that in my basket. Right, so that concludes our day at Paultons Park. I have had a brilliant first day to the season.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, I must admit, it's hit me like a train, and now we've got to drive all the way up to Paultons Towers from here, which is about a 4-hour drive, 3.5 hours. So, like I say, I'm really impressed with Paultons Park. I'm really looking forward to going to Paultons Towers tomorrow, and we'll see you in the next video. So, like the video, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
The weekend.
Yeah, see you later. Bye.